Deep beneath the sands of Abydos, Egypt, lies a structure so enigmatic, so out of place, that it defies everything we think we know about the ancient world. It's not a tomb, not a temple in the conventional sense. It's the Osirion, a megalithic marvel that some researchers believe is evidence of a lost, ancient machine. What if the story of ancient Egypt is far more complex than what is written in our history books? What if a forgotten technology, a powerful device, lies buried, waiting to be rediscovered? Today, we journey to Abydos, one of the oldest cities of ancient Egypt, to explore the mystery of the Osirion. Officially, it's dated to the reign of Pharaoh Seti I, around 1280 BC. But one look at its construction, and you'll see why that date is hotly debated. The official story is that Seti built this structure as a symbolic tomb, a cenotaph, for the god Osiris. It's built directly behind his own magnificent temple. But the two structures couldn't be more different. Seti's temple is a masterpiece of New Kingdom art, covered in intricate carvings and vibrant paintings. The Osirion, however, is stark, monolithic, and almost completely devoid of decoration, except for one peculiar symbol we'll get to later. The difference in style is staggering. It's like parking a futuristic electric car next to a horse-drawn chariot. They just don't belong to the same era. And that's the first clue. Many independent researchers believe the Osirion is far older than Seti's temple. They suggest Seti simply discovered this ancient structure, already thousands of years old, and built his temple next to it, claiming the site for himself and adding a few minor inscriptions to link it to his reign. So, what makes the Osirion so special? Let's talk about the stones. We're not talking about simple bricks here. We're talking about massive granite megaliths, some weighing up to 100 tons. These blocks were quarried in Aswan, over 100 miles away, and transported to Abydos. Think about that for a second. Moving a 100-ton block across that distance today would be a major engineering feat, requiring heavy machinery, massive trucks, and complex logistics. How did the ancient Egyptians, supposedly with only copper tools and rope, achieve this? But it's not just the size of the blocks, it's the precision. The stones of the Osirion are fitted together with incredible accuracy. You can't even slide a piece of paper between some of these joints. The surfaces are perfectly flat and smooth. This isn't the rough-hewn work you might expect from primitive tools. This is precision engineering on a colossal scale. The level of craftsmanship suggests a technology far beyond simple chisels and hammers. Some have even proposed that these stones were cut and shaped with something akin to modern machine tools. Could they have possessed a lost method of softening stone or a form of advanced sonic or laser cutting technology? It sounds like science fiction, but when you stand before these blocks, you have to ask the question, how was this possible? Now, let's go inside. The Osirion is a subterranean structure, built deep into the ground. Today, it's perpetually flooded by the high water table of the Nile. Its central hall features 10 massive, red granite pillars, each a single piece of stone, supporting equally massive linteals. In the center is a raised platform, surrounded by water, like an island. This layout has led to its official interpretation as a representation of the primordial mound, the mythical first piece of land to emerge from the waters of creation in Egyptian mythology. But what if this design served a more practical, technological purpose? What if the water wasn't just symbolic? Water is a key component in many modern industrial and scientific processes. It's used for cooling, for generating power, and as a conductor. Engineer and researcher Christopher Dunn has proposed a groundbreaking theory that the Osirion and even the Great Pyramid of Giza were not tombs, but sophisticated machines. He calls it the Giza power plant theory. In this context, could the Osirion have been some kind of harmonically tuned resonant device? A massive machine that utilized the natural vibrations of the earth, amplified by its precise construction and the presence of water. Dunn suggests that the granite, which is rich in quartz crystal, could have been made to vibrate at a specific frequency, a phenomenon known as the piezoelectric effect. When quartz is put under mechanical stress, it generates an electrical charge. Conversely, when you apply an electrical field to it, it vibrates. Could the entire Osirion have been designed to harness seismic energy from the earth and convert it into another form of power, perhaps microwave energy? The water channels, the specific placement of the pillars, the choice of materials, it all starts to look less like a temple and more like a schematic for a complex piece of machinery. And then there's the most mysterious symbol found in the Osirion, the flower of life. It's not carved into the stone, but rather burned or etched onto the surface of one of the massive granite pillars. With incredible precision, the flower of life is an ancient geometric symbol found in cultures all over the world, from Egypt to China to South America. It's a symbol of sacred geometry, believed to contain the patterns of creation. Mainstream Egyptology claims these were simply doodles made by Greek visitors thousands of years later. But the precision of the symbol, perfectly rendered on hard granite, makes that explanation seem unlikely. How could someone casually etch such a complex and perfect pattern onto one of the hardest stones on Earth? Some believe this symbol isn't just decoration. They argue it's a diagram, a blueprint, a key to understanding the function of the machine itself, representing the very fabric of space, time, and energy. So, let's piece this together. We have a structure of unknown age, built with colossal, precision-cut granite blocks that defy conventional explanations of construction. It's a subterranean complex designed around water and massive quartz-rich pillars, and it bears a symbol associated with the fundamental patterns of the universe. Is it a tomb? Or is it the remnant of a lost, high-tech machine? A device that hummed with power, drawing energy from the earth itself. Perhaps the myths of Osiris are not just stories. Osiris was the god of resurrection and the afterlife, but also of agriculture and fertility cycles of energy and life. He was said to have been dismembered and his body parts scattered across Egypt. What if this story is a metaphor for a great cataclysm that destroyed a vast technological network across the land? What if the Osirion at Abydos was the heart of this system, the central power unit, and when it was destroyed, civilization was thrown back into a dark age, leaving behind only these incomprehensible ruins? The ancient Egyptians who came later, like Seti I, may have found these ruins and, not understanding their original purpose, revered them as the work of the gods. They built their own temples nearby, trying to borrow some of the sacred power they felt emanating from the site. This could explain the strange mix of architectural styles at Abydos and other sites across Egypt. The idea of a lost, ancient super-civilization with advanced technology is a compelling one. It would explain so many anomalies in the archaeological record, not just the Assyrian, but the pyramids, Stonehenge, and Pumapunku. It challenges our linear view of history, suggesting that human civilization might be cyclical, with peaks of incredible advancement followed by periods of decline and forgetfulness. The Assyrian remains one of the most powerful pieces of evidence for this alternative view of our past. It forces us to question the accepted narrative and to open our minds to possibilities that might seem fantastical at first glance. It's a silent, stone giant, half submerged in water, holding its secrets close. It doesn't offer easy answers, but it asks all the right questions. What other secrets are buried beneath the sands of Egypt? Are we standing on the ruins of a world far more advanced than our own? The mystery of the Assyrian is a reminder that there is still so much we do know about our own history. Maybe one day, we will unlock its secrets and understand the true purpose of this incredible ancient machine. What do you think? Is the Assyrian a simple cenotaph for a god? Or is it the key to unlocking a forgotten chapter of human history? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure.